everybody out there, this is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 20 Ultimate Team video. We got a lot of stuff to talk about in today's video. We're going to be talking about everything regarding Series 3. A lot of this is going to be predictions, some of it's going to be facts, some things that you might not know. But if you want to get all of the information regarding Series 3, there will be a special live stream on Madden or EA's live Twitch channel tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. That's Halloween morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll get all the information, and I will be streaming immediately after that with live drops, Madden drops on my Twitch channel. So you see it on my screen right now. Make sure you go ahead and hit that follow button on my Twitch channel. Turn those notifications on so you can see when I go live, because we'll be actually going live as soon as this video uploads as well to play some Most Feared with those Enraged players that came out today, or that Enraged today. So, won't have a video to cover all the Series 3 news when it drops because I'm doing that live stream. We'll probably have one come out later in the day. But let's go ahead and get to the predictions, the information, the stuff that you need to know. So we're going to start off by talking about trophies. Series 2 trophies will be cutting in half on Friday morning. So Friday morning, 10:30, 10 a.m., right around there is when Series 3 should go live. Of course, that's all, could change. Something could happen. Something could go wrong. But we're just going to use that time and say that that's when it's going to happen. So Series 2 trophies cut in half. What does that mean? So, for example, right now, I have 510 Series 2 trophies. That means if I hung on to these trophies and waited until Friday morning after 10:30, I would then have 255 Series 3 trophies. They get sliced in half. The good thing is that with the special stream coming out tomorrow, we kind of know, or we're going to know at least, some of the stuff that's going to be coming, so we can know whether it's a smart idea to save those trophies or not. I will do a follow-up video once we get that information to kind of go over that stuff. So if you don't want your trophies to get cut in half, well, what can you spend them on? Obviously, you can go to the competitive currency store, and we have all these wonderful things that you can spend on. So I did some math for you. I would stay far, far away from the Hail Mary pack. If it came down to you having 10 trophies left and you needed to spend those and you just could not live life without spending those, I would rather have you open up the Wheel of Coins pack versus the Hail Mary pack. I think you're almost guaranteed to get nothing but silver cards, whereas here, you could get lucky. The Wheel of Coins is going to give you anywhere between 1K and 50K. Now, of course, you could sell all the coins or all the silver cards in here and probably make more than 1K, but I would just risk it. It's worth the bigger risk there. So midfield packs. On all three of these, midfield, red zone, touchdown, I personally advise you take the coins. Maybe you'll get good cards in these packs. The likelihood that you do is usually slim. I say take the coins. That's my advice. If you don't want to follow it, I totally understand. But I'm going to kind of go by the guaranteed amount in these packs. So midfield pack is going to guarantee you 9,000 coins. A red zone pack is going to guarantee you 25,000 coins. Touchdown pack guarantees you 65,000 coins. I did the math for you. With the 9K from this pack, 40 trophies is the cost. That's about 225 coins you're earning per trophy. So if you multiply 40 trophies by 225 coins, it equals out to 9K. So it's working in reverse. Normally we look for like the lowest coin per training point values for, like, buying training. This one we're looking for higher numbers. So with the red zone pack, if you take the 25,000 you would guaranteed from this, divided by 90, which is the cost of the trophies, 90 trophies, that's 277.7 and a bunch of numbers after that coins per trophy. So this one is better value, and then no surprise, the touchdown pack is even better value because you get 65K, divide that by the 220 trophies it costs, that's 295 coins per trophy. So if you're looking for the best value, if you got the 220, spend it on this. You're going to get the best coins per trophy. Now, if you have 2,000 trophies, obviously you can use them on the Coach Madden collectible. And with the Coach Madden collectible comes upgrades that you can help out your whole squad. If you see, for example, whatever remaining number you have here, that number's not going to go down. So if you haven't bought collectibles yet, don't worry. It's just going to go up one. So for example, if I don't buy another Madden collectible before Friday, when Series 3 comes about, I'll still have 2 remaining, but it's going to add another one, so then I can buy up to 3, assuming I get enough trophies to do so. This one you can only buy one, so if you haven't bought it yet, it will probably say remaining one for you. Once you buy it, it says 0. Going back to these cards, so if you don't have this Melvin Gordon, really good card. I totally vouch for it. I would recommend, if you need a running back and you want to go ahead and power him up, buy the Nat version. But if you're feeling like you got a lot of trophies, and this is going to go for the people who are probably really good in this game, if you're sitting on 2,000 trophies and you already have all your Madden collectibles, this is the best value for you, because right now this card is selling on the auction house. This is PlayStation 4, about 600k. So if we take 600k, we divide it by 2,000 trophies, that equals 300 coins per trophy. Remember, with the touchdown pack, it was 295 coins per trophy. So if you somehow have 2,000 trophies and you don't know what to do with them, you can definitely get the best value by buying this and selling it. But one thing I would suggest, if you have 2,000 or maybe even 1,000 trophies, and again, we'll cover this again tomorrow when we get more information, in that situation, it might be best to hang on to these trophies until Friday morning. Once we find out who the Series 3 master is, you could be halfway there. If you somehow have 2,000 trophies, you're pretty much there already to getting the net version of whoever that Series 3 competitive master card is. So I wrote down some names. If you guys want to take some guesses in the comments section, feel free to do so. First time we got a defensive player, it was Von Miller. I believe it was a 91. Second time around, we got offense, 93. It's not going to be 95. I'd be absolutely shocked if they went +2 again and gave us a 95 overall card. I think it'll be a 94 overall card. I think it'll be another defensive player because they're kind of flip-flopping back and forth. Could be wrong. I'm going to name some offensive guys as well. Here are some names that I got for the competitive master for Series 3. Myles Garrett. Zeke Elliott. I don't think we'll get another running back, but I'm going to throw his name out there. Eric Berry, I think, is a really, really surprise card there. He's not playing. They've showed the ability to give a guy who's not playing a card when they did it with Melvin Gordon. Of course, he's playing now, but they've showed that they will do that. Eric Berry probably won't play this season. He's always been a kind of a MUT favorite. I'm assuming they have the rights to him because he has a power-up. He has a core elite. I would not be surprised if Eric Berry is your competitive master. I also would say it might not be a bad idea to invest in a couple of his power-ups, because when you see a guy like this, or when we talk about Journey in a little while, maybe he'll be the Journey Master. When you see those free cards come from solos or from competitive stuff, their power-ups tend to shoot up. And his power-up is like 1,000 coins right now. Might not be a bad idea to invest in Eric Berry's. I also have on my list Byron Jones and Tom Brady. Okay? So, let's move on and talk about bats. Bats will more than likely, this is not confirmed, but bats will more than likely discontinue after Friday. The Most Feared promo is coming to an end. I don't know if we'll get more content, like a Blitz offer coming tomorrow or anything like that. But when bats come to an end, when Most Feared comes to an end, any remaining bats that you have are going to convert to training. Now, we don't know that ratio yet. I think that's something we'll probably learn tomorrow. But, for example, this is not the correct number. I'm literally just making this up. Say they give you a half ratio on the bats. You have 100 bats, they're gonna convert that to 50 training. Will that be the number? Definitely not. I don't know what it's gonna be, because bats far outweigh the number of training. Like when it comes to one bat, it's multiple bats that are gonna equal one training. So I don't know what the ratio will be. We'll find that out more than likely tomorrow. But with bats also means that Most Feared cards are going to no longer quick sell for bats, but they're going to quick sell for training. Now, I don't want to show you Most Feared cards right now, because on screen at least, because they are enraged and the overalls are not true to what they're really going to be overalled. I do want to show you this spreadsheet, and I did update this morning. This was before the enragement. After, I've been noticing that prices are up a little bit. They'll probably settle back down, but I think right now I'm still going to use these numbers. What I'm trying to show you here is that if you have some 81s or 85 overall Most Feared cards in your binder, instead of quick selling for 29,000 bats, after Friday, it's going to revert to its associated training point value, meaning that it's going to quick sell for 970 training instead of 29,000 bats. So what that means, and again, pricing is up right now, but what that means is that if you want to try to get a jump start on getting some good training value, you might want to look into buying some 93 overall Most Feared cards. If you can get them for this price still, if you can get Ray Lewis or Peyton Manning for 330k right now, that's 25.19 coins per training point. Once Most Feared ends, once these cards convert over to training, you'll be able to quick sell it. Instead of 330,000 bats, you'll quick sell it for 13,100 training. Now again, prices are up because of the enragement, but I did want to point this out. If you have these items in your binder, it might be worth hanging on to. You're going to get some good rates on training after Series 3 starts, when Most Feared ends and we kind of move on from bets. So I pointed that out in Saturday's Market Watch video. I wanted to just kind of bring that to your attention one more time. So what else are we going to talk about? Let's go over to the store again here. And with the store comes MUT Heroes. And this is a total guess, right? But I got a feeling that these items will probably remove, not that one, these items will probably remove out of the store as well. So buying an 85-86 sidekick, an 80-81 sidekick, and a 90-91 hero will more than likely all disappear as well as this one. These should all stay. Now the cost on these might change. Flashbacks, veterans, heavyweights, Football Outsiders come out Sunday. We might see new rates on those. I would expect all of these to stay as well, but just be aware that the hero stuff could disappear. And well, where would it go? It would likely go into the exchange set section, and instead of being able to buy it with training, you would be able to get those items with some type of exchange set. They did the same thing, I believe, and I could be wrong. Maybe it's not in here. Did I pass it? At one point they had it in there, and maybe it's in a different section. They had, what was it? Not Ultimate Kickoff. It was not Ultimate Kickoff. I'm drawing MUT Superstars. There it is. So MUT Superstars, correct me, I'm wrong. It would not go into the exchange. It would get its own section. And as you can see, MUT Superstars used to be able to be purchased through training in the store. It's now through sets. You can still complete these items, but you got to do them through sets, and you can't buy anything through training. I would expect the same thing to happen with MUT Heroes, and I would expect that to happen when Series 3 starts on Friday. Coming to an end in Series 2, like every series, is our multiplayer win requirement, and right now, more than ever, you should be grinding house rules. I know it's a pain to try to win 100 games, but with the current house rules that's going on, those wins are counting towards the multiplayer wins. And if you can get 200, you get 100k in coins. You also earn trophies along the way. So as you can see, I am 41 wins away. I'm going to be grinding house rules for the next 48 hours to get to those 200 wins, so I can get 120 more trophies, and then also so I can get that 100k. So even though house rules, the end reward is not worth it, playing 100 games is certainly not worth it. In my opinion, you should keep playing to try to get those Series 2 multiplayer wins if you haven't got to the mark of 200 yet, because getting that 100k and earning trophies along the way, in my opinion, is worth the grind. Plus, I don't really want to play, and most likely will not play Weekend League or Seasons while these cards are enraged. I don't really mind playing them in house rules because it's a fun mode and I don't care about it enough, but I don't really want my Weekend League experience to be ruined with all these morphed cards. So that's why I'm going to personally grind house rules for a little while as well over the next 2 days. Okay, so let's keep moving on. Lots of information. Appreciate y'all sticking in here. I'm sure this video is going to end up like 20 minutes long. Series Redux. So what is Series Redux? Well, I'm glad you asked. Basically, limited cards that came out during Series 2. Here's the full list. They are going to be taken off of the LTD list, meaning they will no longer show that they're a limited card. And they will be tagged as Series Redux cards, and they will be put into normal packs. These are the names. I don't know if any have been added since then. Kralo posted this a while ago. I don't think anything will be added, but we have Team of the Week, Jamie Collins, Mark Ingram, Chris Godwin, Deshaun Watson, and Matt Ryan. For MUT 10 Legends, Julius Peppers, Randy Moss, Kelvin Johnson, free safety, Rob Gronkowski, Dion and Joe Thomas. Important to note that Troy Polamalu is not on this list, so he will still only be out there as a limited. Of course, that card's not in packs, but I just want to point that out. More than likely that Troy Polamalu will be in packs after Series 3 ends and Series 4 starts, whenever that may be. For Signature Series, we have Travis Kelce, Damon Harrison, Jason Kelce, Telvin Smith, Sony Michel, Tre'Davious White, Russell Wilson, Jarrell Casey, T.Y. Hilton, Chandler Jones, Evan Ingram, Everson Griffin. And then MUT Heroes Limiteds, we had Aaron Donald, Jadeveon Clowney, Elvin Kamara, George Kittle, and the most feared Le'Veon Bell. Also important to note that the limited Dante Hall not on this list. If anything changes, as Kralo says here, I'm sure that he will let us know. So again, all of those cards will be in packs. Will the odds on them change? Probably not. They might be a little more pullable. They might give us a house rules that guarantees you one of those like they did when we changed from Series 1 to Series 2. That would be really nice. Moving on. This is all speculation right here, but I would expect us to get part 2 to the Journey. If you don't know what Journey is, it's a grouping of solos that came out. It specifically says Journey NFL 100 Part 1, which leads me to believe that there's going to be a Part 2. When Series 2 started, we got the Gauntlet. The Gauntlet says the Gauntlet 1, which leads us to believe there will be a Gauntlet 2 eventually. I could totally see them alternating these with each series changeover. So I'm going to go ahead and guess that we're going to get a new Journey set of solos. The first time around, we got an 88 overall offensive card. It was Michael Thomas. I'm going to go ahead and predict that this time we'll get a defensive card. Some of these names I already repeated for the series competitive master. So I got Byron Jones, Myles Garrett. I looked through the theme builders. Some of these guys who had theme builder cards but haven't gotten an upgrade on top of that yet. K1 Short and Micah Hyde. So I could totally see one of those two guys being the Journey Master. If you got any names to add, leave it down below in the comments section. I'd love to hear your ideas. Could we get a new section of NFL Epics? I think that would be nice. I actually enjoyed playing these epic solos. It'd be nice if they gave us another offensive and defensive card. I forgot to give my prediction on the Journey overall. I would say 91 overall. I'd love to see us get some epic cards that are maybe like a 90 to 91 overall as well. They probably won't be for me, but there's a lot of people out there that could use an extra 90 or 91 overall that's a free card on their squad. So I think that would be fair. I think that's something we'll probably see. New power-ups. Now, I don't have a great list of power-ups here written down, but I want you guys to help with this one as well. A lot of people have been screaming and bugging and they want new power-ups, and honestly, there's not that many out there that really need one. So I did some research. I mainly looked through Team of the Week heroes, flashbacks, heavyweights, and signature cards for guys who may have gotten one of those types of cards and don't have power-ups. I'm sure I forgot some names, but I have Lamar Jackson, LaShawn McCoy, Malik Jackson, Evan Ingram, Ziggy Ansah, Landon Collins, Marcus Peters, Sony Michel, aka Sonny Michael, and Derek Carr. Now, LaShawn McCoy, Malik Jackson, Ziggy Ansah, Landon Collins, Marcus Peters, they've all played for other teams. I think the other guys that I mentioned have not played for other teams. So yes, it would help to get them a +1. But I think power-ups are just better suited for guys who have played for multiple teams. I wish they would just build the mechanic into the game, much like they do with veterans, where you don't need a power-up to give them a different team chem. I'm sorry. Now, I don't want every card to be able to get all 32 NFL teams. That's stupid like they do with veterans. But we know the capability is there because they do it with veterans. Why can't, especially flashbacks? Flashbacks typically are guys who play on other teams. Why can't we see flashbacks just automatically get team chems that they played for in the past without needing a power-up? There's no technical limitation there. It should be able to happen. It already does happen with veterans. And then last but not least, do we see a new level cap? We saw one from the start of Series 2. We're going to be into Series 3 now. Do we see a level cap of 70? It would be nice. I'm not going to predict all the rewards because I just don't have a clue. I would like them to give us along the way more theme builder tokens. Not that anybody necessarily needs them, but it would just be nice to earn those along the way to maybe unlock playbooks that you just don't want to spend on, or just random, solos to open up. The two things I would like to see on the next level cap increase, if we do get it this time around, a 91-92 power-up pass would be really nice, especially considering guys like, Michael Vick, Bo Jackson, all of those MUT 10 legends. You could use a power-up pass on one of those. So that's almost like getting a second free MUT 10 legend, assuming you have their base power-up. So one thing that I could totally see happening is if and when we do get a 91-92 overall power-up pass, is seeing that the prices on these MUT 10 legend power-ups go up. And it also might not be a bad idea to go ahead and invest in some of these. So if I go to power up, I go over to quality, and of course I haven't invested myself, so I'm giving you information that, you know, suggestions that maybe I need to do. But I could totally see Patrick Willis going up, Troy Polamalu's power going up, Kelvin Johnson, Julius Peppers, who else is in here? Bo Jackson, Randy Moss, because people will have this card or maybe never played the solo or sold the card a long time ago. I mean, you could basically, if we get a 91, 92 power-up pass, all you need is this card, plus that power-up pass and some training, and bam, you got yourself another MUT 10 legend. So look out for that. I mean, look at Randy's price already, and I could see that shooting up even more. And then also, at the end, level 70, I would love to see a $20 pack that guarantees you a Redux card. So it could be the guys that went Redux after Series 1. It could be all those guys after Series 2 that we looked at a couple minutes ago. A $20 pack that guarantees you one of those items. I think that would be pretty good value rather than like a full legend, because then a lot of people are going to spend $20 on an 89 overall card, and that just wouldn't be worth it. So I think that's everything that I got for Series 3. I'm sure it's all going to be a letdown and everything I mentioned won't happen. Just remember, series changeovers are not promos. A lot of people get that confused. It's more so moving on to the next phase, but I do hope that we see some good solos, some good rewards, some good cards, and look forward to everything that we have in the month of November for MUT. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.